Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the brand new Rainbow High dolls for 2025. I can't wait to get started. Without further ado, let's begin. Alright, just a quick disclaimer. This video is not meant for younger kids. This video is meant for other doll collectors only. I just want to put that out there because in case the comment section is turned off, it is YouTube who did it, not me, and I'm an adult, not a child. With that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so the first doll that we have is the Bedazzling collection. This is Naomi. I do apologize if I mispronounce it, but here's what she looks like. She looks so much fun. She reminds me of My Little Pony a little bit. I love her hair. Very fun. Now let's take a look at what she looks like outside the box. Alright, so here's what Naomi looks like outside the box, and I've got to say, I love her skin tone and I love her eye color. I think it looks so beautiful. Love her hairstyle. It looks so stunning. Her dress, again, I'm not a fan of the dress, but other than that, I love her shoes. I love how she's very poseable. Now let's take a look at her accessories. So here is the accessories that she comes with. She comes with gems, a bedazzler, and her outfit as we saw on her before. I think it's very fun. And so now let's take a look at what she looks like all bedazzled. So here is what she looks like all bedazzled, and you can use the bedazzler to put the gems in her hair, which I think is very fun. I think it gives a nice creative way to to add like some pop of color to her hair. So now we're gonna take a look at how you can use the bedazzler in your own hair. So here is how you can use the bedazzler in your own hair. You're able to clip it, it looks like, to make your hair all nice and colorful. So I think it is a fun way for girls to be able to make their hair fun and all that. So I think it is nice and creative. So now let's move on to the next doll. So the next doll that we have in the series is Adeline. Again, I love her pink hair, love her eye color. Now let's take a look at what she looks like outside the box. So here is what she looks like outside the box. I love her pink hair. Love her outfit. Love her shoes. She reminds me of Strawberry Shortcake a little bit. Again, I love her curly hair. So now let's take a look at what she looks like all bedazzled. So here is what she looks like all bedazzled. It is the same idea as the other one. Use the bedazzler to put the gems in the doll's hair. It looks like you can also put it on the doll's clothing as well. So now let's move on to her accessories. So here is what she comes with. She comes with her outfit and her shoes, and she has the same bedazzler and gems as the other doll that we reviewed. So now let's move on to the next Rainbow High doll in this collection. So the next doll that we have in this collection is Viven. She is a red rainbow theme. She reminds me of Skittles. So now let's take a look at what she looks like outside the box to get a closer look. So here is a closer look at Viven. Here is what she looks like. She reminds me of Skittles. Again, I love her hair. Very fun colors. And now let's take a look at what she looks all bedazzled. So here is what she looks like all bedazzled. Again, I think she looks really beautiful. My only criticism is I wish there was like more pop of color in her dress, but I also want to say she comes with the same accessories. It's just that she has a different outfit. So now let's move on to the next Rainbow High doll. Alright, so the very next Rainbow High doll in this collection is we have Genevieve, and oh my goodness, I love that shade of blue. Her hair is very colorful. She reminds me of Rainbow Dash. Again, absolutely beautiful. Love the blue, how it pops and all that. So now let's take a look at what she looks like outside the box. So here is what Genevieve looks like outside the box. Again, I love her eye color. It gives me like rainbow vibes. Love her shoes. Love how everything pops. I love the blue and silver combination, which I think is very nice. So now let's move on. What she looks like all bedazzled. So here is what she looks like all bedazzled, and I think she looks very nice. I think this is a very fun way to to add like more pops of color. I also like her shoes. So now let's move on to the next rainbow high doll in this collection. So for the very last doll in their bedazzling fashion dolls series is we have Seline, and I've got to say I love the turquoise. Absolutely beautiful. This reminds me of the ocean. Love that highlight of pink in her hair. Now let's take a look at what she looks like outside the box. So here's what she looks like outside the box. Again, she looks very stunning, giving me ocean vibes. Her dress is giving me like ballerina kind of vibes. I do like her shoes. And I think she looks absolutely stunning. So yeah, that's what I have to say about her. Now let's go on to see what she looks like all bedazzled. So here's what she looks like all bedazzled. Again, I think she looks absolutely stunning. I think this is a creative way to add some pop of color to her hair. And that is the last doll in this series. So anyway, that is it for today's video. I was not able to get through all of it because I didn't want this video to be too long. But in part 2, I'm going to be talking about the new Shadow High dolls that they have released for the Rainbow Shadow High collection. So stay tuned for that. Comment down below which one is your favorite from their bedazzling fashion series. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!